to recap Championship Sunday. We had an NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game. Starting off with the NFC Championship game at Lincoln Financial Field when the San Francisco 49ers took the trip to the East Coast to face off against the best team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles.
I actually got this pick right.
This did not go well if you were a 49ers fan.
And right out of the
30,
blue, it did not go well. I mean,
31 to
Philadelphia
7.
scoring on the opening drive, just like that.
I mean, but that's not the big issue. Here's the issue of how this all went down.
Oh boy.
You see three names on the San Francisco side of passing, and only one for the Eagles.
And Jalen Hurts, didn't even throw for 150 yards.
Brock Purdy gets dinged and taken out the first series of the game. Well, no, take the first San Francisco series of the game because the Eagles got to open the kickoff and they punched it in the end zone. But Brock Purdy, first opportunity, he gets I don't know who the offensive coordinator is for the 49ers, but I want to say it's Kyle Shanahan because I'm pretty sure he's the one that calls the plays correct.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
How do you not block Hassan Reddick? Which is the guy who actually took Brock Purdy out the game. Somebody explain that. Brock Purdy's out. You see, he only threw 4 passes. And he connected on all 4 of them. But that was all one series.
What was the injury diagnosis?
He has a torn UCL. He is out for 6 weeks. So 6 months. So he can start actually doing some football activities running around training camp gets here. Which means he might not be ready for the season.
And right now we're looking at the competition between Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. So right now it looks like Trey Lance may win the job.
And he's coming off a broken ankle.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look good for San Francisco. I mean, we all know Jimmy G is done. Even if he was staying, Jimmy G is a major liability at this point.
And then here comes Josh Johnson, should I say. He gets a couple series in, and guess who hits him?
Hassan
Reddick.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him a concussion.
You asked the question, how do you not block Hassan Reddick?
Gave him a concussion, and he was out for the rest of the game. That's why you see Chris McCaffrey here attempted one damn pass. Because Buffy at the quarterbacks injured. Literally, Brock Purdy had to come back in as quarterback, and guess what he had to do for the rest of the game?
He had to hand the ball off.
He couldn't throw the ball. He literally couldn't throw the ball. There was no
blocking. There was no blocking.
No, I'm talking about besides the blocking. He physically couldn't throw the football.
Yeah, it all came crashing down. It's like a giant earthquake that just destroys them.
He literally tore his UCL.
So much for some brotherly love.
They had quarterbacks that couldn't physically throw the football.
You know what I was doing during this game, Playmaker?
Probably sleeping.
No, I was at work, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Wasn't really as busy, but, helping some very pretty bartenders, I work as a bar back, bringing in any more bottles of this, some of that. I'm just running back and forth, filling in the mugs, doing my job. And so it was hard to pay attention to everything going on, but.
So pretty much what Bearman is saying, the Eagles was beating the brace off San Francisco back. He had opportunity to flirt at work. That's pretty much what he's saying.
It's the opposite. They're the ones flirting with me, dude.
Yeah, so you still participated.
Well, it's all about keeping a positive vibe. So
you're learning.
Yeah.
But
to keep a smile on my face, it's to keep the stress away. I mean, so I'm following your lead, buddy.
But Jalen Hurts, he couldn't pass the ball either. He overthrew. How many times he overthrew AJ Brown?
Wow. I mean, there was that particular. Remember, you know that one-handed grab. You know what was that? Was that in the first? Was that on the opening series?
Oh, the Devontae Smith non-catch that was ruled to catch,
Yeah,
But Kyle
but
Shanahan
Kyle Shanahan didn't bother challenging.
wasn't paying attention and didn't challenge the play, which led to the Eagles opening drive touchdown when they blew that defensive line off the line. Which, by the way,
Hmm.
speaking of that defense, Snowman knows I'm going to say this. Haven't really spoke to Tyree, but I know he's a big 49ers fan. My boy Stephon, he's a 49ers fan. The defense of the 49ers, who we both call the best defense in the league, did not look like the best defense in the league.
Can I say this? Because a friend of mine said this, that maybe San Francisco was too busy basking on their glory over Dallas. And I said, no, because San Francisco does not want to make the stupid mistake that Dallas is known to make. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. But whatever the reason, San Francisco didn't get the job done, and they got their asses kicked.
The 49ers defense was
Well,
very
let me say it like this.
uncharacteristic.
What did Philadelphia make San Francisco look like? There's a particular word that I'm looking for, and I think you know the word that the great one would say. What's the word I'm looking for? They made him look like what?
Shut up, you jabroni.
Mm-hmm. They made him jabronis.
The penalties that I saw the defense make was penalties that you don't see the 49ers make.
Well, speaking of the penalties, I mean Trent Williams.
He might get suspended for the start of the season.
No, wait, might? No. He will. Not only will he be suspended, I mean, I'd imagine he's gonna get fined. I would imagine he's probably looking at a fine of probably around 50 grand.
The 49ers was so out of character Sunday. I was stunned.
We're not talking about Stone Cold stunned.
I was stunned. I'm like, and you're talking to a Rams fan here who sees the 49ers twice a year.
Well, you know what's funny? There was a couple of 49er fans with Eagle fans, where I was working. So when that happened, guess what almost happened guess what almost happened at the venue? Hmm.
Why? Why?
Because it happened it basically almost happened right in front of me. Because okay, the story is like this. I was bringing out a whole major crates full of 22-ounce mugs because when we're busy, we got to keep them filled. So I'm bringing it out. I'm kind of saying mugs coming through because I got to say that so I don't bump into anybody. And as I'm done filling out one bar, I go to the other, and then boom, it almost happened. And I was like, do I drop what I'm doing and try to break it up? Or, I mean, I don't know. I'm just glad it didn't happen because I wouldn't have known what to do.
It was ugly for the 49ers.
So what I'm saying is, in my first about 2 weeks or so as a bar back, I've yet to witness my first bar fight. I've witnessed a bar. I've noticed I've witnessed a bar fight as a customer, but never as an employee. Not yet, at least.
So
Honestly, and I'm really honestly hoping never.
Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
And I picked the Eagles, didn't I?
They win the NFC Championship game. Then you picked the 49ers, actually. You actually picked the 49ers. I picked the Eagles. From that game, from Lincoln to Arrowhead, it was Arrowhead Stadium, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. Same building, same two teams. As the Cincinnati Bengals come walking in against the Kansas City Chiefs. And revenge, sweet revenge. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs avenge their last year disappointment by beating the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow 23-20. Joe Burrow did not have a good game. He was sacked 5 times. He threw 2 interceptions, and he did not touch 300 yards passing. And only threw 1 touchdown. That was to T. Higgins. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, with 1 ankle. 326 and 2 touchdowns, sacked 3 times.
He didn't even seem to be showing any ill effects.
I'll take first crack at this one, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of blame to go around. Mr. Pratt, the linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. You should know better. You should know this by now. You're a professional football player. You know if the quarterback is running, what's most likely where the quarterback's going to go? Anybody want to answer that? If the quarterback is able to run, where he's most likely going to run to?
He's gonna run forward.
He's going to run to the freaking sideline. What do you do not do when the quarterback is running to the sideline?
You don't hit him. Not late.
Why did you touch him?
Man.
It was 8 seconds left. They was not in field goal range. You gave them 15 yards to put them in field goal range. No, you did get hurt on that play, and I'm glad you're okay because you did hit that bitch pretty hard. But still, you don't touch him. Blame number 1 out the door. Ready for blame number 2?
Oh, I'm ready.
Blame number 2. The mayor of Cincinnati.
The mayor of Cincinnati.
What
Is that what you said? The mayor of Cincinnati?
The mayor of Cincinnati.
Oh, so now, great. Now they gotta get politics involved.
What made your ass? Yes, I'm cussing because this one deserves it. What made your ass put out a statement saying that they need to do a DNA test to see if Joe Burrow was Patrick Mahomes' daddy?
Wait. What did you... I'm going to quote somebody that we saw in the Royal Rumble. Tell me you didn't just say that.
What made your ass do that?
You see, y'all, this is why you don't get politicians involved in sports.
Bad enough that Joe Burrow beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times in 3 straight times, and yet Joe Burrow still don't get talked about at the same like as Patrick Mahomes. But your ass want to add fuel to the damn fire. That's why when the game was over, Travis Kelce lit a fire under your ass. By the way, if you want to pay attention, that was who Travis Kelce was talking about. The mayor of Cincinnati. Because his dumb ass said that damn thing.
This is why you do not ever get politicians involved.
Nope. I'm going to say, just like Travis Kelce said, and you want to be a do a reference, here you go. Cincinnati mayor. You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you ever say anything ignorant like that again. You basically gave Kansas City a reason to whoop on Joe Burrow's ass. He got sacked 5 times. He got hit a ton more. And he threw 2 damn picks.
Do you believe, I mean, this is a question. Do you believe that his team, they failed him? Did they fail Joe Burrow?
Yes, they failed Joe Burrow. Which gets me to my favorite blame. Blame number 3. You ready for blame number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals?
That would be Zach Taylor.
Let me let y'all in on something that y'all forgot. Because y'all looking at Pratt, rightfully so, because you idiot, you touched Patrick Mahomes when he was out of bounds. You don't do that. The mayor making idiotic statements. And you're supposed to be a leader of the city. But Zach Taylor.
That goes for politicians as a whole. Supposed to be a leader, but they're not.
You know why Zach Taylor gets blamed?
Because he's the coach?
Yeah, but let me tell you this. You know when Cincinnati got the ball before Patrick Mahomes and them came with a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
They on the first play, they ran the ball and then they got 7 yards up from Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
What were the next 2 plays? We talking 2nd and 3 and 3rd and 3. What was the next 2 plays? Zach Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, because matter of fact, no, I ain't put it on here for you. But
I mean, they were passing plays, right?
So you telling me now? Granted, I get it. The running games weren't working all night. Weren't working for either side either. To be honest, neither side had 100 yards rushing. Okay, but Joe Mixon got you 7 yards on first down. What made your ass decide to throw deep damn passes the next two damn plays?
I think I can answer that. May I?
Go ahead.
Arrogance.
The funny thing is, as I'm looking at these numbers, the Bengals average 4.2 yards a carry. Which is more the reason why I'm putting blame on you, Zach Taylor. The man got you 7 yards on first down. Your team is averaging 4 yards a carry. You run the ball, you're getting the first down. Make it make sense. If you run the ball, Joe Burrow ain't throwing 41 times. You know what? Take this off. The Bengals ran the ball 17 times. I'm looking at them right on my phone. They had 71 yards rushing. That is 4.2 yards a carry. You had a 2nd and 3 and a 3rd and 3, and your ass tried to throw deep damn passes. The reason why Patrick Mahomes got the damn ball back to get a game-winning drive. You want to look at the Chiefs rushing attack? 20 carries for 42 yards. I just gave you 3 guys.
Congratulations, Cincinnati. You pulling off a brilliant Dallas Cowboys move right there.
I just gave you 3 guys to put blame on. Who you think I'm putting the blame on the most?
The coach.
Yeah, damn right I'm putting the blame on Zach Taylor.
I mean, you're not wrong.
2nd and 3 with a team that's averaging 4 yards a carry. I'm pretty sure the guy who doesn't like mouth can do that damn mouth, correct?
Yeah.
4 is better than 3, right?
Yeah.
So now your ass and your damn team is in Cincinnati preparing for the offseason, while Kansas City gets to chill at home for a week and then take their ass to Glendale, Arizona. Because your ass didn't step with the run when the time was needed. Go ahead, Bear Man.
It's already been said. What else is there left to say? I mean, you mentioned the whole thing with the mayor of Cincinnati. You know, I've said many times, this is why you don't get politics and politicians involved. I mean, politics involved in sports is already bad enough.
Let me take a quick break here to gather my thoughts. And we'll look ahead to the Super Bowl before we close it out.